What's up YouTube, JD Outdoors back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about a very specific technique, and that is the Ned Rig, and specifically using it for smallmouth bass. Now the Ned Rig is something that's extremely simple, almost stupid. Anyone can use it and catch fish on it. So basically what it consists of is just a jig head and a small worm on there. Now you can use ton of different jig heads and different worms on it, but usually it's going to be more of a half moon or a mushroom style head on there, and usually like a 3-inch little worm like this. Now what you're going to want to throw it on is spinning tackle, and anything, this one's a 6'9" rod, but anything 6'9" and higher is going to be a good rod for this. Get it thrown out there long distance. I'm using a 10-pound braid to a 6-pound fluorocarbon leader on here. That's going to get you a lot of distance on it as well, because it's such a light head. You want to make really long casts with it to get it out there. I'm using I think this is a 2000 or 1500 size reel on here, Bass Pro rod and reel setup. And the head on this one's a 1/4 ounce. So I kind of range the head weights, and it's obviously trial and error for you to figure out what works best for you. But for Lake Erie or whatnot, you're going to want to go with a heavier head, so like 1/4 ounce or 5/16. And then for me, I fish the Niagara River a lot, the upper Niagara, and you want to go with something a little lighter. That way it's going to bounce off the rocks a little more, and it might not sink down as quick, so it's going to have a slower rate of fall, so you're not going to get snagged as much. So like a 3/16 head is perfect for that. And as for the plastics, like I said, you can use almost anything you want. Right now I just have a Z-Man PB&J TRD on there, but I have a box full of them. Another great one I like to use a lot is the Yamamoto Fat Senko. Works perfect on there. Smallmouth love this bait. It's simple, easy to use, and you're not jigging it or anything. You can literally just throw it out there, drag it along the bottom, and anyone can catch fish on this, I guarantee it. And in the river or whatnot, you might break off a few times, but at the end of the day, you definitely will catch a fish on this. And you can use almost any color. I've caught them on, I probably have 10 different colors of the worms. I've caught them on every color so far. Even in the same day, like during a tournament, I was throwing different colors every time I had to retie up, and caught them all. I caught them on all those different colors. And so there's not too much else to this bait. Like I said, you can either just kind of throw it out there as far as you can and keep letting out line, because you want to get it kind of far away from the boat, and just drag it. You can hop it a little bit, or if you're in like a body of water where you're kind of just sitting still, you can even just what's called dead sticking it and just throw it out there. Don't even move it or anything, just let some line out and just let it sit there just in one spot. And it might take a minute or two, but you'll probably get a bite on it, because it's just sitting there, simple, easy for them to get, no action to it at all. And this is, for me personally, mostly just a smallmouth bait. You can use it for largemouth, but in the summertime and whatnot, it's got an open hook, so with all the weeds and whatnot, it's a little more difficult to throw around in largemouth areas. But you can do it, but it's primarily a smallmouth candy for me. So definitely a great bait. Recommend everyone look into it, how to use it, and everyone should be throwing this for smallmouth bass, because it catches them every day. Alrighty, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for another episode of JD Outdoors.